Tom, I know the fourth place finish for the women was a highlight, but could you run through some of the inside the highlights for us on the women's side, and then also move to the men's side from the championships?
Sure. I mean, fourth place was great for us, highest team finish we've ever had in the conference, and to add to that, there's more teams in the conference that have ever been. There's 14 schools in the conference that have track and field, so fourth out of 14 is pretty good.
Yes.
We only took 15 girls with us to the meet, and so the girls we took were very impactful and committed, and I think it's a big step for our program because I think this is one of the first times this group of young ladies got a taste of that success as a team, and so it was fun to watch them, watch the team scores throughout the meet, and then they were going to every event, just hyping each other up and cheering each other on, and so, for me as a coach, that's the things that I know are there that you need to have as a successful program, and now we're finally at the point with the women where we've built that. It's taken probably 4 years to really establish that within these girls, but the great thing about that is that's now we're in a situation now where we're not counting on our freshmen to be our heavy hitters like we did for so many years, and so evidence of that is obviously Margaret Perko. She won the pentathlon in dramatic fashion, conference champion, conference record holder, school record holder. That mark currently ranks her 12th in the nation, so she'll be competing at the national championships next week at Pittsburgh, Kansas. She came back and placed second in the 55 hurdles with a personal best, 8.30 seconds, which is only 0.03 of a second off the school record.
Wow.
She was also seventh in the high jump, so she scored 20 points on her own. Anchored or was a member of our 4x4 relay. They got ninth, so missed out of that spot there. Gretchen May is also a great performer for us. She unfortunately didn't get any medals, but she was fourth place in the long jump. I think she was fourth or fifth in the 55, and then she was I think fifth in the 200. And
so close.
Those are events where there's prelims and finals. So she did a lot of heavy lifting for us, and it's easy for her to fly under the radar because she didn't get a medal, but her points were crucial. And Talia Zook is a freshman for us. She personal best in the weight throw, was second overall with a really big toss, provisional mark in that event. So she did really well. We're excited for her, and then we also had a lot of contribution from some of our younger girls. Like I said, Talia is a freshman. Yeah. Rachel Forrester in pole vault was able to score some points for us in that event. Samantha Fulte scored some points for us in the triple jump. And obviously, I'd have to mention Julia Parker. She placed fourth in the pentathlon, but she did so with a provisional qualifying mark. So it just shows the depth of our conference and the challenge of it. And then Jessica Goldsberry was third in the 400 meters with a provisional qualifying time. So our ladies, they stepped up big. I mean, they went to battle.
Margaret Perko had mentioned during our interviews we did with her that there was a real energy, and I think you kind of touched on that also for the women this past weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's track is an event, or it's a sport where throughout most of the year, it seems so individualized. It seems we're chasing marks, we're trying to improve, we're trying to develop throughout the season, but it builds to this. And I told the ladies, it's a lot more fun when you're in the hunt for those top spots. And we ended day one in first place, and we're in second place for most of day two. And unfortunately, a deficiency of ours right now is in the distance events. So we didn't score a single point from the 800 to the distance medley relay. We were really close in a lot of those, but knowing that we are fourth place without that, that's encouraging to us because we know we've got plenty of room to grow, and we've got a lot of talented young women who have already verbally committed to us that I believe can step in and help fill some of that void.
Lewis wins the women's side of things. They also win the men's side of things. And on the men's side, we have any outstanding achievements there individually?
Blake Alexander won the hurdle, so now he's back-to-back conference champion. He won the outdoor 110s, and then now he won the indoor race as well. He is tied for 13th going into the national meet, so he will also be competing at Pitt State next weekend at the national championships. It's actually the first time in school history that we've taken anybody to the indoor national championships as members of Division II. So it's nice to see our program continue to get back up to those national meets consistently. So, but he had a great race. He was first out of prelims, first out of finals, ran an outstanding leg for us on the 4x4. Alec Whiteside was third in the weight throw, and he did that, eclipsing his own school record. I believe the mark was 16.86 meters, which is like 55 feet and 3/4 of an inch. So great day for him. First time he's medaled at the indoor championships. So I think he even thought that was a bit of a surprise. But he stepped up and was big on the right day. And Graham Butcher, a freshman for us, in only his second heptathlon ever, he finished 8th and picked up a point for us there on the men's side. And here's a kid who was an 800 runner out of high school, but he's got the frame for it. He's not an 800 runner. He's good at the 800, but he has really taken our training and really been coachable and has worked hard. And so I was happy to see him do well. And then we've got a lot of other just young freshman guys that barely missed going to finals or were just a few spots out of there. So we talk about a lot about the women and how they've developed. And I've said this before, that our men's team, we're just a few years behind that. And give these young guys a couple more meets, a couple years to develop, and I think we're going to be talking the same way about them just a few years like we did the women. Any of the successes that we've had has just been because we've got a great group of students that it's a testament to their hard work, their dedication, coming in and out every single day. We've got a great coaching staff, and to perform well at this conference is tough. The Great Lakes Valley Conference is a tremendous conference full of great, talented coaches, great, talented athletes, and a lot of credit goes to the Wisconsin Parkside for hosting a wonderful championship meet. They did so losing their head coach only 5 days prior. He resigned. He didn't pass away. Don't want to spend that wrong.
Make that clear.
But so we're fortunate to be members of a great conference full of great athletes, great coaches, and I'm real proud of our kids. And so it gives us a great springboard going into the outdoor season, and I'm excited about hosting the next championships outdoor here and getting to do all these things in front of the home crowd.